Julie Pagel-Dombrowski, who is the Director of Basketball Ops and a former standout player here under Joanne D. McCauley, is getting her Big Ten championship ring awarded after the Spartans took the crown last year. That's a special moment for Julie. It's given a lot to this program over the last few years.
Thank you for everything you have done for Michigan State.
Anna Morrissey with the basketball on the near right side. Picks up the bounce and gives it to Lumpkin near the free throw line. She drives, handoff inside. Mills goes to the rack and lays it in. Sat on the rim for a moment, but it falls through. Tired Lumpkin with an offensive board. And she kicks it back out to Powers, who steps inside the arc, and the jumper is good. And Hines has the rebound. That was nice defense by Anna Morrissey against the taller Sinclair Russell. Now Morrissey drives, going to the rack, up with the right hand, lays it in, and the foul. What a take by Anna Morrissey. She got stumbled, then the pass was knocked away by Powers. Picked up to Miller, lob to Jankowska, behind the back pass to Powers, who lays it in. What a pass from sophomore to sophomore. And goes up to the top of the key, back to Powers, catch and shoot. Her three ball is good. Pushed up to Powers, crossover on the right wing, kick to the near side. Morrissey, a wide open three, bring it up. And Powers with a steal on the near side, trying to save it. A battle, and now a jump ball. Powers laid out and gets a high five laying on her side from head coach Susie Merchant. She loves that hustle. Hines the free throw line, drives, bounce out to Morrissey on the right corner. Now she drives, floats it up, and it sits through. Jankowska has the rebound and comes out of traffic sprinting like a freight train. Bounce pass to Miller, who lays it in. A phenomenal find and assist by Tori Jankowska. Foot rattled around, Miller picks it up, lobs it up ahead to Powers, and she goes to the rack and finger rolls it in. Ariel Powers with her fourth straight double-double, 24 points, 16 rebounds, and Tori Jankowska pours in 19 as well. Spartans improve to 3-1, Oakland falls to 1-3.
As I was talking to my dad and family, just thinking about where I was interested in, and I kept saying big school, big school. I love football. Football is obviously big in my family, and I love watching it, so I wanted a football team for sure to cheer for. Michigan State was a big school and a school that was loved by my family, so my dad was like, why not Michigan State? And so Mark Hollis, the athletic director, he set my dad up with Coach Merchant, and he got to talk to her on the phone and said that they would love for us to come see the school. I wasn't expecting much, but it was incredible how welcoming and nice everyone was.
On our drive home, it was just Anna and I said, it's all about expectations. I said, obviously you could go to Division I, Division II school and probably do very well. You could come here and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the team. The coaches are going to be great, the players are going to be great, but you may never see the floor. But if you go here and you become a great practice player, you become a great teammate, you become a great role player or spot player, then there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you enjoy it, you're working hard, you're trying to get better, and you enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with it.
I really believe in walk-ons. As long as they're good people, they're grateful and show appreciation for wearing the uniform. I've always believed that it's an important part of your program. Some of that stems from my experience when I was a player. My best friend on the team was a walk-on, and she brought so much to our team that had nothing to do with points and rebounds. So for me, walk-ons are never about really getting out there and scoring baskets and getting rebounds and defending. It's part of the atmosphere. It's about creating gratitude and appreciation for just wearing a Spartan uniform, and that's what I saw in Anna initially.
I've just loved playing basketball since I was little. I started probably in kindergarten. I just loved being involved, just loved playing the sport.
She has an older brother and an older sister who both are pretty vocal. They pretty much carry on and do most of the talking. And then Anna came along, and then she has a little brother that's actually here, that's a freshman. They both are quieter. Anna, for sure, out of all four, she is definitely our quietest one. Anna is probably the most loyal person you may ever meet. She's gonna stick by you and do whatever she can, and I think that does translate well for her, being part of a team, and I don't know if anyone knows that about her just because she is so quiet.
I kind of tease her all the time. She's such a saint, you know. I mean, she truly is just one of the most beautiful people you'll ever want to meet. Wouldn't hurt a fly, honestly. And, you know, I wasn't sure if she had kind of that little competitive fire in her. And when we lost Kiana and she wasn't going to come back this season, I had about 4 players actually come to me and talk to me about Anna. And I'm like, I'm one of those people, I want her to come to me. You know, it's like, I appreciate you sticking up, you know, for your friend, and that, you know, give her a chance, coach kind of mentality. But I'm like, does the kid want it? Does Anna want it? You know, and so it took a couple months, actually. And after about 2 months, she finally came to me. And I looked right at her and I said, I've been waiting for you to say this. I've been waiting for you to tell me you're ready for the challenge, that you can step up and do this. You know, because you have to believe in yourself before you can have other people really believe in you. It's great, everybody believes in you, but do you believe you can do it? And so it was really kind of a defining moment a little bit.
I live with Becca Mills and Jasmine Hines and Alyssa Anastas. Alyssa she was my roommate freshman year, and she's also the daughter of Tom Anastas, the hockey coach. I love these girls. They're 3 of my best friends. I mean, we just love hanging out just in an apartment. Just chatting, and we bake. We love to bake.
Literally picked Anna up and drug her in. No, we carried her into the kitchen to make us brownies. Anna was on the couch and we're like, Anna, you're gonna make us brownies. Or was it cookies? I think it was cookies. It was cookies. We're like, Anna, you're gonna make us cookies. And she was like, no, I don't want to. We literally picked her up off the couch, carried her into the kitchen, set her down, and made her make us cookies. Seriously did.
I honestly give a lot of credit to my teammates. I wouldn't have the confidence if it wasn't for them. And the 2 main girls, Becca and Jasmine, they have been like amazing in this whole process. I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
You can see by her scoring that she's looking to attack more, so she's more confident out there, more comfortable, I think. But vocally too, she's done a really good job of like accepting the point guard role and being the vocal leader on the court. You can hear her kind of directing people around sometimes, and it's kind of funny to see when Anna's sassy because she's so nice off the court.
Yep, pretty much summed it up.
She couldn't be happier. She loves her teammates. She loves this team. She will, again, be loyal to Michigan State forever.
Every year, every team has just been tremendous.
Yeah, they've
been good to her. They've been made her feel welcome. I mean, everything.
And I think that speaks highly of the coaches and I think that's where it starts. It starts with the coaching staff and the type of girls that they bring into the program, and they're all top-notch girls.
I always say, you know, there's a difference on teams, and you can watch them when they play with each other or they play for each other. There's not a kid on this team or a coach that doesn't want that kid to do well, and it will go like through the ends of the world to make sure this kid is successful because of the kind of person that she is. I think it starts there, so they want to play well for her.
I think it's just a different situation with me. Obviously, I wasn't highly recruited or anything like that, so I mean, I'm grateful to be here and to have this opportunity. Knowing Becca and Jasmine and have them just going through this whole process and watching them in the last 3 years, definitely a big part is playing for them. They've gone through so much and just want, the best for them, and they deserve it. They've worked so hard.
We don't let anybody come in here and work harder than us in our gym. We should have that mentality for 40 minutes. Let's go out there with focus and work hard, and let's send them back home. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together!
Rotates around to the left block, hop, stop, kicked out to the corner. Morrissey lets a 3 go, and it's good. 15:25 to go in the first half. Here's a touch for Hines, working on the block, spins up with the left hand and lays it in. Terrific move. Turns around, the jumper no good. I think Lumpkin got a hand on it. Spartans with a rebound, pushed up to Lumpkin, angling into the front court, to the lane. Lefty scoop shot is good. How about that athleticism from Lumpkin? Flip to Gustard on the near right wing. Curls into the lane, pulls up for a jumper at the free throw line, and knocks it down. First 2 points of Gustard's career. The Spartans lead 20-7. And now the pass knocked away by Powers. 2-on-1. Powers pulls up. Her jumper is good from the left elbow. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jankowska, wide open 3. Bam! Third 3 for Jankowska in the first half. She is 3 of 5 from long range. Aerial Powers gives it to Morris in the far right wing. Bounce pass along the baseline to Mills. Curls in the lane, fadeaway jumper, and it's good. Becca Mills with her first 2 points in the second half. She has 4 total. One dribble off to Gustard on the near left wing, right around the screen. Jump pass to Lumpkin, inside, forces it up, and it's good. Jasmine Lumpkin ties a career high. Over to the near side, Lumpkin. Down low, Johnson double team, kicked out to the corner. Here's a Morrissey 3. That's good. And a Morrissey, 4 of 6 from the 3-point line tonight. Shot clock is off. Spartans with a lopsided victory today. Final score 85-39. Spartans on top.
I came to Michigan State in 1976. I was going to be a veterinarian, and back then you still tried out for basketball and had JV basketball and stuff, so I was trying out for the team, got hit by a car on my bike, put me out of school for a week or 2 and kind of set me behind, so decided to give up on the veterinary thing because I kind of wanted to coach anyway, and I was working as a manager with women's basketball. I got my undergrad here, worked with women's basketball as a manager, and then had a couple opportunities for grad assistantships, one through women's basketball and one through intramurals, so I went right on and got my master's after that. Came back here in 1990, and 24 years later, I'm still here. I grew up in a large family. I'm the youngest of 7 girls. My hometown's close to Ann Arbor, but I've been a Spartan fan, obviously, since I came here. And my family is one of the divided families. We have some Spartans and some Wolverines, but we work it out okay.
The best part about Melinda, although there's many best things about Melinda, but I would say the first thing I would talk to you about is just where she started in this business and what she's seen. You know, from the time when women didn't even get gear or scholarships to now we're playing on, national TV and they have everything they could ever possibly want. To have someone in that role that's a female role model first and foremost, but secondly, really teaches the kids about gratitude and appreciation for the things that they have. I respect Melinda so much for that because she really does ground these kids who have everything they could possibly ever want in the world. I mean, they come in here with that mentality, and so she always does a great job of grounding them and sort of teaching them the way it used to be and appreciation for the things that they do have.
Particularly since the introduction of the sponsored teams, like we were originally Reebok and then went to Nike, that really changed our job a lot because we're on a day-to-day contact with them. They have a number of different order periods that we work with, just keeping equipment up to date and orders up to date, and that's added tremendous amount to the workload, but it's also very challenging and has made the job very interesting. And they'll do the same style uniform usually in 3-year cycles, so that's how we decide how much we need to order. But basically they have the design of every one of these pieces, and what we're choosing is maybe where we want whether we want this white body and the green stripe or the green body and the white stripe, what we want across there. A lot of people think the job is doing laundry. We actually do very little laundry. Mostly we have students that do that for us because we are so involved in some of the more important details, I guess you'd say, that require a professional touch.
We love Melinda. She's the happy one that gives you the gear, and she's the one that when she comes to talk to you, it's usually something really exciting. So she's always really exciting to see, but she's an even better person. She is always there for us. If she doesn't travel, she's the first one to text all of us, good game, or like, you guys still got it if we have a tough one, to encourage us, and we really do appreciate her.
There's been a couple of times with a couple different sports where I've laid out the equipment that we use for that particular sport, and the parents of the recruit come in and look at it, and I'm able to say to them, in all honesty, we'll provide your daughter with the best equipment that's made, because in my opinion, Nike's, the things that we get from Nike are the best that's made. We'll provide them with the best that's made for your daughter to be successful, so they don't have to think about equipment. All they have to focus on is their preparation and their training, and we take that part out of the equation. And I think that's something that we do for, not just for the athlete, but for the coaching staff too. We keep all this stuff away from the coaches because we are professionals and professionally trained, and it's things they don't have to worry about because we do.
Yeah, she's the equipment manager, but I feel like her role is so much bigger than that because she's just so involved. I mean, she's at every practice, and she's on the bench during games, cheering for us. She's on the staff, but she's not like a coach or like anything like that. So sometimes, it's just good to go to her and just talk. And like not last year, but the year before, when I lost one of my best friends, she was like a really good person to talk to because she wasn't a coach, or she was kind of like a good outlet. So not only does she make us look good, but she can make us feel good. Like we can go to her, we can talk to her about anything. Like she's awesome, basically.
You have your core women's basketball staff, the people I specifically hire, and then you have the support staff, and it's such an important role, and there's so many of them. But to have your equipment manager, to me, she's in the trenches. She's with those kids, rain or shine, sleet or snow, good times, bad times. And I think the thing about Melinda that I appreciate so much is that she's always calm. She's a steady Eddie, as they say. She's never too high, never too low. She really does a good job of making sure the kids are unified, and she also will share anything, pertinent information with us that she believes we need to know in order to coach them to the best of their ability. So I appreciate she's sort of eyes and ears in the trenches, but at the same time she has a great rapport with the kids and never crosses that line of sharing information that maybe they don't want us to know.
Undoubtedly, the thing that keeps me going is working with the student athletes. I really love this age group, and my favorite thing is to watch them come in as freshmen and then see how they mature and grow up and watch what they go through, and just get to be there with them and for them in certain moments of their lives. And my job's the same whether they win or lose, so I don't have a vested interest in their happiness for any reason other than I want them to be happy.
Well, it's Star Wars, Battle of the Sophomores. Kayla Davis and Ariel Powers, two of the top sophomores, not only in their conference, but in the nation. They're going to have to do their best tonight if they want to see their teams come up on top.
Mills at the top, drives to the free throw line, pulls up for a jumper, and it's good. Found a little open space, decided to knock it down. We're tied at 4, 2 minutes into the first half. 9:48 to go in the first half. Spartans trailing 20-13. They're ready to inbound. Underneath their hoop, Jankowska gives to Hines, straight up, and banks it home. Hines with 5 points. The Spartans back to within 5. Lobs Lumpkin on the left wing. She drives, pulls up, 15-footer is good. Boy, she buried that with authority. Lob to the free throw line. Down low to Rogers, and she's blocked by Ariel Powers. Miller picks it up, and the Spartans get a defensive stop. Calmly holds it above her head. Now lobs down to Hines. Working on the right baseline, spins, scoops. It's no good, front iron. Powers grabs the board, back up, and good. Great work on the glass by Ariel Powers. Second, the inbounds pass goes to O'Neal. She tries to drive, Powers tries to take it, and it's a charge. Powers knew she had 2 fouls. She took the charge, and O'Neal now has 3. What a savvy move. Gives it to Powers. Spartan starts with Hines on the bench. Out to Jankowska, and the corner 3 is good. Spartan started 0 of 7 from the three-point line in the first half. Lob down low, Taylor spins, hook shot no, and Ariel Powers has the rebound for MSU. Pass up ahead to Morrissey, 1 dribble, up to the rack, and lays it home. And the Spartans with a long baseball pass get it up behind the defense. The Spartans down by 5. Powers on the right wing, steps inside the arc, down to Hines, who lays it in. Terrific find by Ariel Powers. Turns around, misses the jumper, and Ariel Powers has the rebound. Spartans with a chance for their first lead of the game. Powers down to Hines, to the cup, lays it in, and the foul! Hines heading to the line, and the Spartans have the lead for the first time tonight. 4 to shoot, Jankowska to Mills, 2 to shoot. Mills forces it up, the jumper is good! From 17 feet out as the shot clock was expiring. The ball's in the air. Overtime starts with Georgia Tech winning the tip. We're tied at 66. Jankowska with the speed, breaks it. Now into the lane, up with the right hand, and she lays it home. She's played every minute of this game and still had enough energy to get to the hoop and lay it in. In the middle of the zone for Mills, out to the right wing. Morrissey tries a three and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Bounce pass to Mills, lob down to Hines, spins, kicks it out. Mills, a 15-footer, is good, and the Spartans have the lead. Under a minute to go in OT. Here's the free throw from Jankowska. It's in. 5-point lead for MSU with 7 seconds to go in a game they trailed by 16 in. Wallace into the front court. 4 to go in the game. Triggers a three. That's no good. 1 second left. And the Spartans come all the way back from 16 down to beat Georgia Tech at home 79-73. What a comeback, and the Spartans are triumphant in overtime.
Just 2 things I want to say real quick. First of all, Ariel and Tori, great game. You guys did well like usual. Okay? Jasmine Hines, you were a beast tonight. Yeah! Okay? Becca, you hit some big jumpers for us, Becca. And Anna Morrissey, hit 3. Well, I mean, this is our best game of the season so far, and if we can just ride this, we're gonna be good. All right, we're gonna be all right.
Latest the Spartans have ever had their first true road contest, and it comes against a stiff opponent in the 19th ranked University of Georgia Bulldogs. Spartans with the basketball, and they work to our left. Ariel Powers gives it to Tori Jankowska. Jump pass down to Mills. Catch and shoot, and the jumper is good. Along the baseline from 17 feet out. And Becca Mills has the first 2 points for Michigan State tonight. Key now drives, goes up, and banks it good. Some contact underneath, no call, and a nice bucket by Ariel Powers. Morrissey with the basketball. Bounce pass down to Hines. Double team to the block. Scoops it up, and in. Split the defenders, and a terrific move by Jasmine Hines. Powers into the front court for MSU. Crossover dribble at the top of the key. Steps outside of the lane from the left side. Knocks down the jumper. Griffin loses the handle on the ball. Tipped away by Jankowska, and she picks it up in the backcourt. Going to the rack. Lays it up with the left hand, and it's good. 6 quick points for Michigan State. And Andy Landers pacing on the sideline for Georgia. Very heated. So she rotates around the perimeter. Gives it to Griffin. Back to Barbie on the far right wing. Drives against Mills, pulls up on the right block, makes it no good. Powers has the rebound. See if the Spartans can push it ahead. Powers into the front court, the top of the key, pulls up right elbow jumper, got it. And the Spartans are now on a 10-0 run going back to the first half. Griffin drives the baseline, hands off inside, and it's knocked away. Spartans will force a turnover. Powers jogs the other way to the left wing, drives to the cup, underneath, banks it no good. Jankowska offensive board, put back is good, and the foul. Morrissey bounces the free throw line for Mills. She tries the jumper. That's good. And the Spartans back to single digits, trailing by 9. Skip pass to the far corner. Powers catch and shoot 3. Got it. A big response 3 by Ariel Powers. And offensively again, need a bucket here. Mills down to Hines. 1 dribble, spins right, banks it off the glass. It's good. They go right back to Hines, who's been great tonight. Over the right wing, Powers, inside to Mills. Skip pass to Jankowska, left wing 3. Got it! Jankowska finally knocks down her first 3 of the night. The Spartans down by 7. She drives the baseline, suffocated by the D, up top side, over the near side. Mills steps in for a 2. It's good. Mills with a quick response, 2. 40 seconds to go. The ball rolled up to Anna Morrissey. Picks it up near the half-court line. She's got the dribble on the near right wing. Up top side to Jankowska. Spartans need a quick bucket. Jankowska steps back for a long 2. Buries it, nothing but net. Spartans trailed by as much as 23. They got as close as 5, but fall 69-60 against the Georgia Bulldogs. Tough first test on the road for Michigan State. They come up short, but a great effort.